Grant, your thoughts on that one this afternoon?
Yeah, I thought we were outstanding. Outstanding, tremendous response from Bromley. When we played well and just didn't score. Today we did. We should have been out of sight, really. The game should have been a lot more comfortable than it actually ended. Some of the football, the second goal is outstanding for football. You know, how we played it from the back, the calmness, the control, the run from Hursty and the finish from Billy. It's pleasing when you see things like that come off, because we work on that constantly. Great first goal from Mulls. Again, good play from Kyle Hurst. But we broke on them quite a bit. We hurt them on transitions. We played a different sort of way today to sort of way negate their threats, which is crossing the ball in the box. The one time we let it slip, I'll hold my responsibility for that. I moved Jay McGrath to the middle of the goal just because Jack Senior had a bit of a cramp. And I probably should have just kept Bales on the left-hand side and Jay in the middle. But, you know, I said to the lads there after the game, I hold my hands up, that wouldn't have happened. I think Jay heads that away. Not a slant on Bales, he's just Cook's a big lad, and Jay was dominating in there. But all in all, a good away win in front of tremendous fans again. So couldn't be more happier.
You talked about ruthlessness. Were you slightly concerned at half-time that you'd just not quite shown that on the back of really, really good build-up?
No, I wasn't, and we were quite calm at half-time. I said, listen, really, really pleased the way you're playing. You're causing them all sorts of problems. Keep doing it. The front three were causing them havoc. Two wing-backs, Maxie and Sterry, were excellent. And we defended every long ball. We know we wanted to try and limit them to straight balls rather than diags to Cook. So we forced it one side of the pitch onto their right-hand side, and Diabate, and he hit a lot of straight balls, which we were able to, if we didn't pick the first one up, we'd pick the second one up and play. So the boys were outstanding today. All credit to them, and our fans were outstanding.
There were no doubts over the ruthlessness with the 2 goals that you scored early in that second half.
No, the boys have that. I said that during the week, and that's why I was a little bit disappointed on Tuesday, because I know they have it in their locker to score goals. We should have had probably 7-8 today, to be honest with you. Their keeper was outstanding, and some moments where we probably just didn't pick the right moment or the right pass. But I can't grumble. Two goals away from home, probably should have had 6 or 7, maybe 8 goals on the day with the chances that we created. And we had to stand firm at the end. Bradford threw obviously everything at us, landed the Giants on, got bigger and bigger, and the ball was constantly coming in, but we defended every cross apart from the one, like I said.
You explained that change of approach, but the 4 players that you brought in today really made a big difference. They really kind of stood up and justified their stance.
They had, and Jack has played that position numerous times at Halifax, and he's played it with us last season. He's got the heart of a lion, Jack Senior, and for him to be out sort of way, not playing many games and come in, deliver a performance like that is all credit to him. Kyle Hurst, I just said it to him there. I said, Hursty, that's what you're about. We need to see that more consistently, because when he plays like that, he is hard to stop. You know, when he gets on that half turn and he travels and he can get up on people. Hursty's probably a little bit disappointed he didn't score, because he had some opportunities. But I was really pleased with all the boys. The performance was top class.
I'm going to mention Kyle Hurst, that must be right up there with the best performances put in while you've been at...
It was an outstanding performance. The way he was receiving the ball in the half turn. We wanted to try and get Molyneux and Hurst off the sides of Smallwood. I know Richie, he's a top player. But when you play with a single pivot, you wanted to try and get them 2 off him, and it worked a lot for us, which was really pleasing.
And that, as you've touched on it a little bit, but that defensive effort towards the end, defensive effort throughout, but towards the end as well when you're under pressure.
Yeah, I think Teddy made one save really. You know, although they had a lot of crosses in our box, apart from the goal, he made a save from Byrne, tipped it round the post. He didn't have a lot else to do really, and that's testament to the team, the shape, the energy. When you play in derby games, you need to run more in the opposition. I felt we've done that today.
When you asked some big questions of your team, you must be delighted with the way that they responded.
I was quite direct with them after the game. I was quite direct with them on Thursday, because sometimes they need to hear it. You know, they need to hear it. It's not good enough to not pick a right pass and be a good teammate in certain moments, and we did today. Hursty's picked 2 great balls out, one for Billy, one for Moles, and listen, that's won us the game.
Another busy week ahead for you?
Yeah, busy week. We've obviously got the Barnsley game on Tuesday night. We need to win that game to progress. So we'll pick a team that's ready to go for that game. So yeah, but we're really, really pleased with this today. Obviously we'll dust ourselves down and we go again.
You've touched upon it, that the support this afternoon. Fantastic from start to
Unbelievable.
finish.
I could hear them. I sat in the change room and the boys were doing the warm up, and I come out and I could just hear them. Very, very good. You know, and it's these are for me, it's brilliant. You can send them home happy. You know, I know it's not a long way back to Doncaster, but to send our fans home with 3 points is what it's all about, really.